Wakta Yahweh, Wakta Yahweh Shai, Wakta Yahweh, Wakta Yahweh Shai, Wakta Yahweh, Wakta Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Makakadash. This is your Akim Adrilazil, back with another quick lesson. Also want to give double honors and a salute to the men I learned this truth from. Shalom, Barakatham. Yeah, I saw this video right here on YouTube, and it's a news channel called Democracy Now! And the title speaks for itself. It says Jamaica, Antigua, Bermuda, Jamaica, Antigua, and Bermuda may cut ties to British monarch. Renewed call for reparations for slavery. So, I'm gonna let some of this video play, then I'm gonna go into some precepts.
King Charles III addresses the British Parliament for the first time as monarch. We begin today's show looking at the legacy of British colonialism in the Caribbean, where there are growing calls for reparations. The Caribbean at one point formed the heart of England's first colonial empire in North America. Many of the more than 2.5 million enslaved Africans taken to the British Caribbean were worked to death.
I'm gonna pause it right there. Now, we're not Africans. The people that was brought from the interiors of Africa, the west coast of Africa, were the Israelites, namely the southern kingdom that pertains of the tribe of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. So we're not Africans, and the people that were enslaved in what was called at one point the Atlantic slave trade. Also, it was called the passage. But those people that was taken into bondage were the Israelites.
The string of island nations includes Jamaica, Barbados, the Bahamas, Antigua and Barbuda, and Trinidad and Tobago, among many others now in the British Commonwealth. Following the death of Queen Elizabeth II, the Prime Minister of the twin island nation Antigua and Barbuda said voters may soon decide whether to leave the Commonwealth and become a republic. Prime Minister Gaston Brown spoke to ITV News after he confirmed Charles III as king and head of state.
This is not an act of hostility or any difference between Antigua and Barbuda and the monarchy, but it is the final step, as I said before, to complete that circle of independence to ensure that we are truly a sovereign nation.
What sort of time frame would you think on a referendum then?
So I'd say within the next probably 3 years.
This comes after Barbados voted last year to break from its colonial past and become a republic. Meanwhile, in Jamaica, the ruling Labour Party says it also plans to hold a referendum on becoming a republic. For more, we're joined in Kingston, Jamaica, by the renowned Jamaican dub poet Muda Baruka, who's also a musician, radio show host as well. And in St. John's, Antigua, Doreen Omar is with us, the chairperson of the Antigua and Barbuda Reparations Commission, also an ambassador at large of Antigua. We welcome you both to Democracy.
It's like I'm gonna fast forward to this individual right here.
Relationship to Jamaica.
Good morning.
It's like rewind it just a little bit.
There's virtually no mourning for me at this moment.
I'd also like to bring in Muta Baruka, the renowned Jamaican poet, musician, Your response to the death of Queen Elizabeth and also the British Empire's relationship to Jamaica.
Good morning. I am totally in agreement with the first speaker, and I don't even want to go back into slavery because a lot of people claim that Queen Elizabeth was not responsible for what her ancestors did. She herself said that slavery was legal at the time, so she don't really recognize what we in the Caribbean is talking about. Now, we have to realize in 1952, that was when she ascended the throne of England. And if you check the history between 1952 and now, you will see that even though slavery was abolished, but they, what we call it, redefined slavery and called it colonialism. And colonialism in this part of the world was represented by the throne of England. So we're not really talking now about an individual person. We're talking about a corporation, an institution, which is called the Monarchy of England, that has totally devastated a lot of the progress we could have made if it wasn't for this what we call colonialism, interpreted to us as slavery still. Now, we have to remember, in her time, there was the Mau uprising, which is a very interesting case because she was actually named Queen of England when she was in Kenya. And the cruel and wicked things that the British Army did.
Wind it back just a little bit. What he just said.
Individual person. We're talking about a corporation, an institution, which is called the Monarchy of England, that has totally devastated a lot of the progress we could have made if it wasn't for this what we call colonialism, interpreted to us as slavery still. Now, we have to remember, in her time, there was the Mau uprising, which is a very interesting case because she was actually named Queen of England when she was in Kenya. And the cruel and wicked things that the British Army did to the African people there cannot be seen as just, okay, that is just something. And she had never granted any sympathy because she was actually named Queen of England when she was in Kenya. And the cruel and wicked things that the British Army did to the African people there cannot.
See, he said the cruel and wicked things that the British Army did, to the African people. Let me get a precept. Let's go to the book of Slakia. Let's go to the book of Malachi 1 and 4. Let's get to the point. This is the book of Malachi, chapter 1 and 4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness. So that's who the wicked is, man. Just like this brother, he's an Israelite, and I think they say he's from Jamaica, so he's possibly from the tribe of Benjamin, the West Indies. Yeah, that's probably where he's this individual right here. This is probably the tribe. He's probably from the tribe of Benjamin, but he just said it, man. The cruel. Let's
started to redefine slavery and called it colonialism. And colonialism in this part of the world was represented by the throne of England. So we're not really talking now about an individual person. We're talking about a corporation, an institution, which is called the Monarchy of England, that has totally devastated a lot of the progress we could have made if it wasn't for this what we call colonialism interpreted to us as slavery still. Now, we have to remember, in her time, there was the Mama uprising, which is a very interesting case because she was actually named Queen of England when she was in Kenya. And the cruel and wicked things that the British Army did.
See what he said? The cruel and wicked things that the British Army did, you know what I'm saying? To the so-called Africans, you know what I'm saying? That's who we dealing with, man. Right here, the book of Malachi, chapter 1, verse 4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but will return, Salakia. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord, Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, have indignation forever, man. So Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai has indignation, means a perpetual hatred toward these people, man, forever, man, because they're the wicked, man. And right here, this Benjamite just made it clear, man. He said the cruel and wicked things that the British Army have done to, the so-called Africans, See, this is the nature of Esau, the self-proclaimed white man, man. He is the wicked man, that the Bible speaks of, man. He's the devil. He's Satan, man. So we know what all these terms mean. And Esau, the self-proclaimed white man, fits the prophecies perfectly when it's talking about the wicked, the devil, Satan, and etc. Man,
To the African people there cannot be seen as just okay, that is just something, and shall never, never granted any sympathy or say anything that would say, well, she have a kind of art to what was taking place. We look in South Africa through the apartheid system. The British is part of that wicked apartheid regime.
See, he just said it again. He said the British is part of that wicked apartheid regime, man. He called them wicked twice already, man. Because that's who they are. It's like it. That's who Esau Edom is, man. The wicked, man. The wicked that the Bible speaks of. And let's go. Let me back it up, Salaki. Let me back it up.
That would say, well, she have a kind of art to what was taking place. We look in South Africa through the apartheid system. The British is part of that wicked apartheid regime that devastated and killed thousands of Africans who were fighting for right. So the African people there cannot be seen as just, okay, that is just something, and shall never, never granted any sympathy or say anything.
So pretty much what he was saying, he's saying the queen, the devil that the devil that died, you know, ding dong, the witch is dead, Elizabeth, when she was you know, doing her, you know, reign on the throne as that monarch in England, she showed no sympathy, man. And I got a precept for that. Let's go to the book. It's like book of Isaiah, chapter 13, and verse, I'm gonna get to the point. Verse 18, this is the book of Isaiah 13 and 18. Their boughs also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. So that's what Esau Edom done, man. And it says, in Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellence shall be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. But that's what's going to happen to this place afterwards, man. But this is what happened to Israel, man. Repeat it again. This is the book of Isaiah 13 and 18. Their boughs also shall dash the young Salakia. Their bows, Salakia, also shall dash the young men into pieces, and they shall not, Salakia, and they shall have no pity on the fruits of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. So they have no pity, man, for the things that they done, man. That's why Yahweh Shem Shai is gonna be justified in destroying these people, because we're the fruit of the Most High. We're the apple of His eye, man. And they have touched uh, the precious jewels, which is Israel, man. That's what these devils did, man. And Yahweh Shem Shai is going to what? Release vengeance upon Esau Edom, man, the nation and the people that the Lord has indignation forever, man. Pursuant to Malachi 1 and 4, man.
That would say, well, you know, you have a kind of art to what was taking place. We look in South Africa during the apartheid system. The British is part of that wicked apartheid regime that devastated and killed thousands of Africans who was fighting for right to be a person in South Africa. And it was not, it was recently, even during the time of Mandela and Winnie Mandela, that we was told that they were still on the list of terrorist groups. And even though England and this queen was ruling at that time, there was no effort to find out what is it they can do to help to alleviate the problems that confront African people in this part of the world. Now we come to the Caribbean in this time. The Caribbean has been devastated. We know in history, one of the richest plantation owners, cane owners, was a man by the name of William Beckford. William Beckford got his riches and became one of the richest men in England in that time. And up to this day, when we recognize how much people died because of the institutionalized slavery that they call colonialism, up to this day, the movement of our people, especially in Jamaica now, where our constitution was given to us by England through the hands of the so-called Bustamante and Norman Manley, who was recognized during that time in 1962 when Jamaica was supposed to be getting independent. They went to England and they got a constitution that is now part and parcel of what Jamaicans are supposed to live by.
It's like,
Jamaica now, where our constitution was given to us.
Like,
People, especially in Jamaica now, where our constitution was given to that is riches and became one of the richest men in England in that time. And up to this day, when we recognize how much people died because of the institutionalized slavery that they call colonialism, up to this day.
yeah, he said how many people died because of the institutionalized slavery known as colonialism, you know, that was, led by Esau Edom, man, the devil. And let's go to precept. It's like it. Let's go to the book of it's like it. Let's go to the book of Deuteronomy 28. Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. So that's what happened to Israel, man. We were sold into our enemies, man. Esau Edom, man, the self-proclaimed white man. And that was the entire tribes of Israel, man. And when first the slavery came about through the Spaniards, when they came over here on this side and enslaved the Gadites, the Reubenites, and etc., man, of the other northern tribes, man. They enslaved them first, put hell on them first, and shipped them to other parts of Europe, Northern Africa, and various parts of the world, man. Then they came to the interiors of West Africa and snatched up the Southern Kingdom, man. We're not Africans, man. Nelson Mandela, those people, those are not our people, man. That's why they didn't do nothing for us during that time. We was in bondage. That's why they're not doing nothing for us now. We got that misconception to believe that those Africans over there in Africa, which are Hamites, they're another nation, another heathen nation that participated in the enslavement of the children of Israel, helped aid the enslavement of the children of Israel. They're the Hamites, man. They're from Ham. They're a whole different other people, man. Those are not our people. You know, but if we're not the Israelites, man, who are the Israelites, man? Cause we fit the scriptures to the T, man. When it comes to prophecy, the curses, etc., man. We fit the description, man. If we're not the Israelites, who are the Israelites, man? It's like it.
William Beckford, that is riches and became one of the richest men in England in that time. And up to this day, when we recognize how much people died because of the institutionalized slavery that they call colonialism, up to this day, the movement of our people, especially in Jamaica now, where our constitution was given to us by England through the hands of the so-called Bustamante and Norman Manley, who was recognized during that time in 1962 when Jamaica was supposed to be getting independent. They went to England and they got a constitution that is now part and parcel of what Jamaicans are supposed to live by. And when we look at that constitution, it does not include ownership of land in Jamaica by the people. If you go into the courts of Jamaica, it says the Crown versus Tom Shaw, or the Crown versus John Darr.
See right there, he was talking about. He said the Constitution that they live under in Jamaica doesn't allow the citizens of Jamaica to own land, you know. And then he also says, he brings out, like, when you go into their judicial system, it be the crown, you know, against whoever that individual or whoever he, she, they may be. You know what I'm saying? It's the crown against crown versus you. Right there gives you clue that what, you are still not free. You're not going to be free. The only being that's going to free you or liberate you or give you some type of, you know, as this right here says, renewed call for reparations for slavery is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. You know, these devils, man, are not going to give you what you deserve, man. You know, if that was the case, they would have been done that, man. You know, so our recompense is going to be when Yahweh Shai comes and deliver his elect, destroy this place, and the ushering in of a new kingdom led by Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, is taking place, man. You know, so I'm gonna end it off there. And like I said before, just like this video's title, man, if we're not the Israelites, who's the Israelites, man? You know what I'm saying? The devil is still, you know, holding us captive. They holding us fast and won't let us go. Let me get that. Salakia. 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 Hold on. Salakia. 1 second. It's in I think it's in Deuteronomy, if I ain't mistaken. It's like, give me 1 sec. Enemies held us fast and won't let us go. It's like, me, Salakia. Yeah, that's Salakia. That's the book of that's the book of Jeremiah. Salakia. Jeremiah 15:33. Yeah, this the book of Jeremiah 15:33. Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go, man. That's what's going on here. And here in you know,
Part and parcel of what Jamaicans are supposed to live by. And when we look at that constitution, it does not include ownership of land in Jamaica by the people. If you go into the courts of Jamaica, it says the Crown versus Tom Stroke or the Crown versus John Darm. That is what we have to face.
right there. That's the prime example, man, of Jeremiah 50:33, man. Thus saith the Lord. So like it, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go, man. That's prime example, man. Just like over here in the so-called Americas, which is Babylon the Great, aka America. They're holding the children of Israel fast, man, and refusing to let us go. And those curses is still happening to our people today in the other neighboring islands, and throughout the world, man. So we can't escape these curses, man. So my question again: if we are not Israelites, who are the Israelites, man? I'm gonna end it off there. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory, Salakia, to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakakadash. Again, this your Akim Madrilla Zil. And Lord willing, I'll be back with another lesson. I also want to give double honors and a salute to the men I learned this truth from. Shalom, Barakatham, and a Bible.